Oh, boy. Janice in Michigan, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Thank you. It's an honor to talk to both of you. And, Lindsey, we even show your films in our Sunday school class for the prophecy class. And, I've been telling my friends that when GM was going under, they're saying, they're going down, they're bankrupt, they're going bankrupt. And I said, this is planned, this is a takedown, and this is a government takeover. I called it, and they made fun of me. When we went into Egypt, I said, when all this was going on in Egypt, they called me a Mubarak supporter. Thanks a lot, I mean, these are patriotic friends that supposedly that accused me of being and I told them this was a planned, staged thing, and that it was going to spread throughout the Middle East, because I listen to you and I know what's going on. I can see it. I know how to interpret the news, and I'm just so thankful for you today to be saying this, and this is all staged. And I would like to ask Ron Paul about the Tea Parties and have you and Alex talk more about this, because they've been taking over, or the Republican Party is all it is, but and Ron Paul's the one that started the Tea Parties. But my question to you, Lindsey, is about the stock market. Do you have any news on what would happen to the stock market as the dollar falls?
The Plunge Protection team is going to keep the stock market up as long as they possibly want it there. And the only reason it's staying there is because of the Plunge Protection team that comes to its rescue every day. By the way, I feel honored that you would show my films in your Sunday school class. This is appreciative of me. Now, every single one of us, so you, me, all of us, are thankful to Alex Jones. Do you realize that none of this message could get out were it not for Alex's program?
Well, Lindsey, I appreciate that, and we appreciate you, but we got to hurry to the next caller, but I'm just doing my duty. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Janice. Jack in Illinois. We got to move really quick now to get to everybody. Jack, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex. Lindsey, I certainly respect your work. Let's go back to the BP Gulf oil disaster for a moment. What's your take on the reason the tsunami did not occur as you, Richard Hoagland, and others predicted? And then also, what do you feel is the actual state of danger in the Gulf region today due to the oil spill and the use of the toxic chemical?
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that these guys have told him that did not come true, and at the time that was speculation by these elitists that a methane explosion could happen and could trigger a tsunami, and I personally poo-pooed that myself. But Lindsey, quickly, and I appreciate your call, Jack, got to let you go because we're almost out of time. Your take on that, Lindsey?
When they hit this super deep well in the Gulf of Mexico, they knew that they could not control it. They did not know what was going to happen. They knew if they used a nuclear device that it could possibly rupture that strata.
And that was talked about on the news. I mean, that was just Lindsey reporting on things in the news.
Yes, and they knew that there was a possibility of this, and when those people were giving me, some insiders in BP were giving me every detail of what was happening in the Gulf, they said, this could possibly happen. People better watch out just in case it does. But, of course, it did not, and I think even they were glad that it didn't, or they would have been in big trouble.
Yeah, that's different from a globalist policy. Oh, I remember what the last caller wanted to know. He wanted to know if the tsunami could have been staged, and then during the break you were talking to me before we forgot what the question was, and you were saying the elitists told you that no, that was not a staged event, that was not a bombing of the nuclear power plant.
No, the elitists did not tell me that they did not have anything to do with the tsunami.
I misunderstood you.
In Japan, but from what I gather from what they have said is they only want to touch the subject. I don't think personally that they had anything to do with it. I think it was a natural disaster, but they definitely have not indicated to me that they had anything to do with it whatsoever through HAARP and the scalar waves.
Okay, well, I misunderstood you during the quick break thing because I had other people talking in my ear. Lindsey, to recap, the globalists are going to try to overthrow all the Arab dictatorships and fiefdoms of these royalty. They're going to continue jacking up the prices. I'm going to definitely have the producers put you on hold right now and set you up for another hour sometime next week when it's good for you for part 2 of this, because there's so much more we need to go over and more calls we need to take. God bless you, and thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Alex. Have a great day.
You bet. And again, prophecyclub.com. We want to check out his new DVD on this subject. Guys, get him on hold right now, and let's go ahead and get him set up for Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Let's get him set up for another hour. This is too important, and people are demanding to hear more Williams, and I understand why. I'm glad we contacted him because I knew we'd gotten some more intel. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the sites, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.